Chicken. That's a song I just wrote. You're welcome. Hey folks, back from Fidel Gastro's and welcome back to the kitchen. That time in the cooking video sense where I show you how to take non-Italian food, Italianify. We did this last time, I couldn't figure out how to say it. Italianify it. Today I'm gonna take Nashville hot chicken, which is white bread, fried chicken, spicy butter sauce, and pickles, and give it a little Basile flair. I'm gonna do it with a Puttanesca sauce. So it's gonna be rustic bread, fried chicken, tossed in a Puttanesca, which is also spicy. So there are two main parts of this dish, the fried chicken and the Puttanesca sauce. So before we tackle the sauce, let's get some chicken frying. I have 2 chicken legs. I have taken the backbone off and I've separated the thigh from the drumstick. It's gonna fry pretty evenly and quickly now that I've separated those two. Got some egg. So the egg is important because when we dredge it, we need something, like the egg, to help the flour stick to the chicken. All right, so the chicken is nicely coated. I'm just gonna add a little bit of 2% milk. You can add buttermilk or cream if you want. Okay, so from there we're gonna take one piece at a time and we're gonna transfer it to our flour dredge. So I'm gonna transfer this chicken from the bowl to the oil, which I have preheating to about 325 Fahrenheit, which is a nice temperature. I used the egg and the milk to help coat the chicken, and then when I transfer the chicken to the flour, it helps get a nice crispy batter on it when we fry. All right, the chicken is frying. Now it's time to make the Puttanesca sauce. It's spelled like that's how I should have said it. Got a pan here getting nice and hot. I'm gonna add some olio. There's a lot of components to this sauce, so we're just gonna kind of break them down in like stages. So the first stage is gonna be some onion, garlic, and anchovies. The onion's gonna go in. Garlic's gonna go in. Gonna give that a good mix. They're starting to bubble, which is exactly what we want. And take our anchovies and add that to the oil. Really important not to add too much salt to this dish because there's so many ingredients in this Puttanesca sauce that have such high concentration of salt. Anchovies being one, capers being another, and then we're using a little bit of la bomba sauce, which also has salt. So I'm not saying don't salt it, I'm saying just be mindful of your salt usage. That's cooking down nicely. Simultaneously, I'm flipping my chicken here. Now exactly what's happening here is what we want. We want to see the anchovy actually break down. So the heat from the oil is starting to break it down. It's starting to coat the onions and the garlic. All right, so now we're gonna add our cherry tomatoes. Fresh oregano. Some Italian chili peppers. We have our capers. Black Kalamata olives. It's starting to come together really nicely, which is great. A little bit of that bomba sauce, there's some oil there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna turn down the heat, add a little knob of butter to get it nice and creamy, just like natural hot chicken sauce. All those ingredients now have cooked together. They've just blended so nicely. I'm just gonna finish it off with a little bit of fresh lemon. Chicken's done, pulling it out of oil. I'm gonna probe it and make sure it hits at least 160 Fahrenheit, make sure it's cooked. And then we're gonna toss it in that beautiful Puttanesca sauce. And for the base of this dish, I'm gonna use 2 slices of rustic calabrese bread, just lightly toasted in some olive oil, just to give it a bit of crispiness. So I'm tossing the chicken in a bowl, just like I would if it were Nashville hot chicken, to make sure all those pieces and the entire piece of that chicken is covered with butter and covered with spiciness. And it's fantastic. I'm gonna serve it with some fresh lemon, fresh oregano. Well, there you have it, folks. My favorite Nashville hot chicken, done Italianified with Puttanesca sauce. That's fantastic. That's really tasty. Okay, tutti, another recipe in the books. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Got some chicken on my lips. And in the comments below, let me know a recipe you'd love to see me Italianify. Ciao! And back to the eating. It really worked. So hot.